What is going on, guys? It's Reviews Sergey, and welcome to a brand new video today. It's time for a special edition of F1 Quiz. Where the hell did it go? We had one after Australia. We meant to have one after Malaysia, but instead we're having one a few months later after Austin. My guests today are Nathan and James. We're going to get straight into it with the quick fire questions. Nathan's going to be the first person to start answering these questions. So, the first question for Nathan, this should be quite easy. Who in 2014 became the first woman to take part in a Grand Prix weekend for 22 years?
Susie Wolff.
Correct. Number 2, who is the F1 driver with the most ever entries into a Grand Prix, with a career that spanned 18 years?
Rubens Barrichello.
Correct. And finally, which 2 drivers hold the record of the most wins in a season at 13 each?
Sebastian Vettel and Michael Schumacher.
That's correct. And he started off with a full 3 points. Well done. Over to James. So, James, your first question. Which 2 drivers hold the record for the most consecutive wins from the first race of the season each at 5?
Schumacher and Senna.
You got one. You got half a point there. It was Schumacher and Mansell. Schumacher from the Australian to Spanish Grand Prix, and Nigel Mansell in 1992 from South Africa to San Marino. Who is the youngest ever winner in Formula One?
Sebastian Vettel.
Correct. And who is the British driver who waited the longest number of races to finally win?
That would be Jenson Button.
And that's correct. So, James, you're on 2.5 points, and Nathan, you are on 3 points. So straight into the picture rounds then, no faffing about today, and we're going to start with James in that round. Okay then, so picture 1 for James. Who is this? What is the track? What is the year? And what is the team? So I want, in order, the driver, team, track, and year.
It is Fernando Alonso 2003 Renault Hungarian Grand Prix.
Well done, that's the full 5 points. Let's move on very swiftly to the next one. This is a bit of a tough one, this one.
Rubens Barrichello. Yeah, this is quite tough. 2001. Ferrari, obviously, and Nürburgring.
2 points there, James. It was Rubens Barrichello at Ferrari, but it was the San Marino Grand Prix in 2005.
Oh, wow.
Let's move on to the next one. Obviously, this is the lead car, the one that's just not the one in the background.
I don't know my helmets very well, unfortunately. So I will go with Timo Glock 2007 Toyota and Hungary.
You got 2 points. It was Toyota in 2007.
Yeah.
It was Jarno Trulli at the Nürburgring. So two points there. So that puts you on 11.5. Now on to the next one.
I was going to say Nürburgring and then I said that will be 2010 Lucas Degrassi Virgin Singapore.
5 points, well done. That's the final one for you then in this picture round. If you get all these right, you will move on to 21.5 points.
Heikki Kovalainen 2009 McLaren. That's tough, the truck. Britain.
Correct, the full 5 points, well done there. So that puts James up to 21.5. Nathan has to score 18.5 or more to be beating him at the end of the round. So let's move on to Nathan's set, number 6.
Right, okay. I don't know, I guess... Yeah, again, I don't know my driver helmet, so... Let's go with... Yeah, Mark Webber, 2010. I don't know what track that could be. That could be anything. Hungary. What was I missing out on?
I think that's it. So, what are you going with? So, Mark Webber, 2010, were you saying? Hungary and Red Bull. Yes. Now, you got 2 points there,
Right.
It was 2009. Notice the number 14 on the side of the car.
Oh, yeah. That's a giveaway.
And it was, in fact, Istanbul. So 2 points for that one, Nathan.
Oh,
Tough
right, yes.
one, actually, that was.
That's
So
quite
here we
well.
go, number 7.
Okay, so Honda. Honestly, I don't know. Honda, obviously. Trying to work out the year. 2004, I'd say. And then Takuma Sato, and again, the track could be anything. Indianapolis.
Just the 1 point there, actually. If I say that the driver was wearing this helmet to kind of, what's the word? For his team at the World Cup in 2006, any idea who it could be?
Would it be Jenson Button then?
It would be Jenson Button. And what year
Right.
would it be?
What year?
Yeah. So what year?
Oh, was that 2006? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you said World Cup. Yeah, what am I on
Yeah.
about? Yeah.
And the track was in fact Canada, so that was a tough one. I threw that one in to make things interesting. Let's go on to number 8.
I don't even recognise now it's Canada, even when you said it. Oh, God. Well, Jaguar. God, who did Jaguar even have as their drivers? Of course, they had Webber, they had Irvine. I don't know if any of them had those helmets, though. I'd say, yeah, well, Jaguar. I don't think it's either of the two drivers I said, but I'll just go for Irvine. Nürburgring and 2002.
Oh, you're not doing very well, are you? Only 1
No,
point.
honestly.
Only 1 point once again.
Right.
James is really coming to you. So it's Jaguar. It was
Yeah.
2001. Pedro Della Rosa
Oh, yeah.
at
of course.
Manicourt.
All right, okay, yeah.
Next one for you then. This should be a little bit easier, hopefully.
I'd hope so. Right, so Toro Rosso. I'm honestly not doing well here, am I? That's, I'd say 2009. Yeah, Toro Rosso, 2009. What was it? No, is that 2012? Honestly, I do not know. Toro Rosso, let's go with 2012. I can't even think of who their drivers were in 2012, actually, now I've said that.
Shall I be nice and give you a hint? Are the Pirelli tyres on the car?
That is a very good hint, actually, no. So let's go with 2009 then. No, yeah, 2009, 2010. 2009, I'll go with. Sure, go with 2009. Don't have a clue who the driver could be. And then track. I honestly don't know, to be honest. Is that Hungary? I'm just gonna guess Hungary for all the tracks, to be honest.
And then what's the driver?
Oh, driver. Not a clue. Honestly, I don't know. Whether it's 2009, I can't even think of who their drivers were in 2009. Scott Speed. I know he wasn't driving for them then, but just go with Scott Speed.
Alright then, and we'll go with Scott Speed. So you've got 3 points for that one. You got
Right.
the Toro Rosso in Hungary. It was 2010. Spanish flag on the side. Any hints there?
Oh, is that Jaime Alguersuari?
Yes, it is. So 3
Right.
more points for you there. So that's 10 points. 11.5 behind James. And this is a tough one to finish. Maybe you can see through the little TV monitors ahead of the driver. What track?
What, is that supposed to be a help? Is it the TV monitor?
Well, the left, what track it might be. And obviously, you can get the team.
Well, the team's Sauber. Am I right? The team's Sauber. Driver Sergio Perez, I think. Track. God, how's that a hint? Honestly, is it Belgium, and then what have I got to go for the year? 2011. Hang on, no, that's not Sauber, is it? Is that Sauber? I started down myself. It is Sauber, isn't it?
I need your final guess. Is it Sauber or is it not?
I'm down myself. I think it might be Williams. Yeah, it is Williams. Yeah, it's got the copyright thing in the bottom left. Yeah, Williams. Yeah. That's it then, isn't it? Yeah, Williams.
So, Sergio Perez in the Williams, 2011.
Oh, God. No. Okay, 2011 driver. Oh, honestly, I'm having a brain freeze at this. Hulkenberg? I don't think it is, but...
You're going to go Hulkenberg. Hulkenberg, 2011 Williams, Belgium, are you going to go for?
Go for it. Why not? It's as good as anything.
Alright then, 2 points for you there. It was
Right.
Pastor Maldonado at India.
In India?
Yeah. So, after that round, James leads 21.5 to 12. It was a terrible round for Nathan there. But before we move on to the second half of this, let's go through the F1 discussion and a fantastic Grand Prix at Austin. So then, what a race that was. Just how'd you guys feel about that race?
I'll go first. Yeah. To be honest, I was pretty annoyed when it turned out that it was actually going to be mostly a dry race, but it made it really interesting that the track dried out really slowly, and you could just see that the drivers were all struggling, and that was quite good because the drivers kept on changing their paces. So at times Red Bull were quick, at times Hamilton was quick, Rosberg was quick, Vettel came into it, so it was really interesting, and just a lot of safety cars, changes in strategies. You never really knew where the race was going until the end.
Yeah, but if you hadn't seen the race and you just seen the result, don't you think it's a bit of an anticlimax? Because
Yeah.
we've seen that podium more than most this year. So what was your opinion on the race, Nathan?
I'll be honest, I have to agree with what James said. I'll be honest, I was disappointed when it was going to be a dry race throughout most of it, but it was quite an interesting race. I think it really came alive during the last sort of 10-15 laps when you had all the battle of the midfield, particularly when Alonso was dropping off. I was quite happy when Jenson Button got 5th place in the end, and obviously Verstappen getting 4th. I think it was kind of more the bottom half of the field. Rossi nearly getting in the points for Manor. I think, yeah, it was just generally quite an unpredictable race, and a lack of reliability from the teams I thought was quite good. Made it quite interesting, definitely.
And are you both happy that Lewis Hamilton's champion? Does he deserve it?
Yeah, I think, to be honest, this season, I think that him and Vettel have... You can't really compare them too much, but that they've both been the two best drivers by a long, long way, so those are the only two drivers that really deserve it. I don't think Rosberg would deserve it. He would have had to have a lot of luck this season. So yeah, Hamilton deserved it.
Yeah, I agree. Hamilton definitely deserved it. I don't think Rosberg's ever been the best driver. I think apart from a couple of races this season, Hamilton has been the better of the two Mercedes. So yeah, I think he's definitely deserved to win it, to be honest, of the two Mercedes cars, definitely.
So do you think Hamilton will win it again next year, or do you think Ferrari will be strong again?
I'm gonna say that Vettel's gonna win it next year. I've just got a feeling that him having Raikkonen as a teammate, having no challenge whatsoever, is going to help him a lot next year. Because if you think about it, Hamilton, if he's ever behind Rosberg, like with the virtual safety car situation, he could massively lose out because they'll have to give Rosberg like the first call on strategy and everything, and I think that will badly affect Hamilton. So I'm going to go with Vettel for the championship, but let's put my neck out on the line a little bit.
Yeah, I reckon Mercedes will still easily win it next year. I reckon Ferrari will be closer, but I still reckon Mercedes are going to win. And Hamilton, I reckon, is going to be the better of the two Mercedes cars. And I really don't see any other team that's going to be able to challenge either Mercedes or Ferrari. I still reckon Hamilton will win it. Rosberg might be closer, but as we've seen with Vettel and Webber, once you lose one season, as we saw with Mark Webber, it's just a momentum effect. And now Rosberg's lost 2 seasons on the bounce. I really don't see how he's going to be able to match Lewis Hamilton. and Vettel might be the dark horse next year, but I don't quite see him being able to beat Hamilton at the minute.
And what a result for Jenson Button then. P6 in the McLaren in the end. 8 brilliant points for McLaren, really.
Yeah, he had a really, really strong race, and it was good to see as well that they weren't getting breezed past down the straights as well. He's actually able to hold his own for quite a lot of the race, so...
Yeah, definitely interesting. Well, they said that he really made the right strategy calls at the right time. Is that right, Nathan?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm pretty certain, wasn't he one of the first drivers to pit onto the slick tyres?
Yeah, obviously he got the fastest lap at one point.
Yeah, fastest lap. So, I mean, he did do very well, considering the limitations of the McLaren, and considering he even had a power disadvantage to Fernando Alonso. I think that just shows how much of a good strategy call Jenson Button had during the race, and really, I think it's a fantastic result for him and thoroughly well deserved.
So if we haven't got anything to add, that is the discussion for this one then, and we're going to move on to the second half of this quiz. So, James leads with 21.5 points, and Nathan has 12, and it's time. Will James be able to strengthen that lead? Will Nathan catch back up in the next half? If he doesn't, James will win. Anagram time then, the third round in this game. Here we go. So our first anagram is, I'll put it in the chat, but I'm going to pronounce it a bit weirdly, just Mane. So, obviously, just, to spell a Mane is M-A-N-E-H. You guys have 45 seconds, starting now.
This one's short, so it should be easy, but...
No, it's not going to be easy, is it?
No.
30 seconds gone, 15 to go.
Oh, hang on. No.
3, 2, 1, 0. Do we both have an answer for this?
No.
No, I don't know.
Really? None of you have an answer? Oh,
I can't. I just can't do it. I can't rejumble the letters. I don't know what it is, but I look at that and straight away, for some reason, my mind says, try and find something that starts with J-U-S. I can't get away from the actual ordering of the word.
Yeah, for me, with anagrams, once you make it into another word, or you space it differently from the actual name, it's pretty difficult.
Alright then, what if I told you the first word had 5 letters and the second had 4? And the first word starts the same way as the first word does here, so it starts with J.
Alright, okay.
That's all the advice I'm giving you. I'll give you another 30 seconds. It's going to be interesting. We're going to have to do 5 of them.
It's going to be both 0 points.
I know, we were speculating about this beforehand, weren't we?
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, time is up. Can we just hazard a guess, guys? Can we have a guess?
Lorraine Carthacain.
Well, on a similar vein, let's just go for Karun Chandok.
Well, I'll give you a few clues, and I'll give you both a point if you get it. It's a British racing driver. His first name starts with J. 5 letters in the first name, 4 letters in the next name. He's a world champion. He was a world champion.
Oh, I've got it. Yeah.
And have you got it, Nathan?
No.
You still?
Yeah. No.
Alright,
So?
James, send me your answer in a private chat, and after you've done that, Nathan, you give me what you think. Okay, again, James, you've got an answer that is correct. What are you going to go for, Nathan? British world champion. British world champion. 5 letters in the first name, 4 letters in the next. Come on, you've got to go with something.
I'm just having a brain freeze, honestly. I'm looking at it. It's just really obvious, isn't it?
It is.
Well, why am I not getting it then?
Alright then. James, you get the point. James, who is it?
It's me, first name, and then Hunt. James Hunt.
Yeah.
So
that was dead obvious.
it's now 22.5 to 12. Obviously, you get 3 points for these usually, but the amount of clues I gave you, I think you should don't deserve.
It wasn't really much of an anagram, was it? It was.
So 4 more to go now, and it's Hanky Macky.
I've got that straight away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think I've got it, yeah.
Alright then, James, you send your answer to me.
Hang on, do we have to spell it correctly?
It doesn't matter, no. Okay, Nathan, who are you going with?
Do you want me to say it or type it?
You say it.
Is it Mika Hakkinen?
Yes, you both got 3 points there. That is Mika Hakkinen. So James runs to 25.5 points, and Nathan is on 15. So third one then, we have quite an interesting one. See if you can get this. Dispute Allah. Dispute and then space ALAR. And his name isn't like that, put it that way.
I hope his name wasn't Dispute a lot.
You know what I mean? There's not 7 letters in the first and 4 letters in the next.
Yeah, alright.
He's not in F1 currently. Well, I'm not going to give any more clues. Any idea who it could be?
Not a clue.
Alright,
No.
go on.
No, I thought I was close with one, but I was nowhere near.
Yeah, same. I thought I was close at 1 point, but I'm miles off.
Alright, I'm going to drop the points to 2 on this one because I'm going to give you a few more clues. This driver isn't in F1 currently, but still does race professionally in another series. He is not German, put it that way. I'm trying to think of any more clues. He has raced in this century. He's raced in F1 this century. Quite recently, in fact. That's all I'm going to give.
Okay, I need to just go through all the drivers I can think of now. I bet you someone's screaming at their whatever they're watching on now, saying.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking. There's going to be some people watching this, and they're going to have got it hours ago.
Recently. Oh. Ah. Yeah.
Ah, we have a light bulb, do we, James? Send it to me.
Yeah, because I was going through all the drivers and then that one added up.
Okay. James, you're correct. You get 2 points. Nathan, you're going to have to give me an answer.
I'm not going to get it.
Just hazard a guess.
Give me just any driver.
Being in F1 recently is not in it at the moment.
Let's go for Mark Webber.
No. Go on, James. Give him the answer.
Paul di Resta.
Yeah, that is correct. So, this isn't going well for Nathan. In fact, this whole quiz hasn't gone well for Nathan.
No, it hasn't.
27.5 points for James, 15 points for Nathan. Next one is the penultimate. It's the penultimate anagram. Lucky for some, unlucky for others. It's Old Hard Viaduct. Put it that way. Or Old Hard Viaduct. Or Viaduct Hard Old. Or Hard Viaduct Old. Or Viaduct Old. You get the picture. Any ideas?
No, I think you're gonna have to. Well, unless Aether's got it, you're gonna have to give clues again.
No.
Clues then, so we're gonna drop it down to 2 points again. This driver, I can't imagine him coming back to F1. Put it that way. He won more than 10 races in his career, but less than 20. I'm not going to give too much away, actually. I was going to say that, but that's giving way too much away.
I think I've got it.
Okay.
I think I've got it. Do you want me to send it to you?
Have you got it, James?
No, I haven't.
Alright, no, send it to me.
Right, sure, send it.
I've got to try and go through my drivers.
As soon as Nathan sends this, you've only got 5 seconds. You are correct, Nathan.
No,
Finally.
Haven't you got it, James? So who is it? Nathan.
You may say it? David Coulthard.
It is David Coulthard.
Oh, yeah.
So the points have gone back a bit. It's 27.5 points to 17. And Nathan needs the next one to even be in with a chance of winning this. So last
good.
one is the last one. Lucky for some, unlucky for others. Herb Grader Erg. These anagrams are good, I know.
I think I might have got it already.
Wow, he's right back in the game.
Yeah, no, I've got it as well.
All right, Nathan, you sent it to me. You are correct, Nathan. Who is it, James?
Good.
Gerhard Berger.
You both get the points. It's 30.5 points to 20 points. And sadly, James has won. But we're going to do the next round.
That's not very nice.
Oh, for Nathan. It's sadly that James has won. Okay, so we're going to go for the quotes round next. So, here is the first quote. Let's put my quote voice on. As a driver, you always dream of winning a Formula One race. And to win so early on in my career was very special. Who said that?
Oh. Early in career.
Do you want us to just shout out the answer? Or,
Have you got
to-
it, Nathan, do you think?
well, I could hazard a reasonable guess.
Alright then, wait till James got it, so I'll read it out again. As a driver, you always dream of winning a Formula One race, and to win so early on in my career was very special. If you can hazard a guess, Nathan, send it to me in the chat.
I'm trying to think of people who won early in their career.
Oh, Nathan, you're wrong!
Ah, disappointing.
So,
It depends
James,
how early they mean. I really don't know, to be honest.
fairly early in the career, not in his first season.
Ooh. Is it? This is quite a big guess. Is it Michael Schumacher?
No, it's not. It is the certain good old Crash Maldonado.
Oh.
Ah, right.
Pastor Maldonado, unbelievably.
You forget-
Right, let's work. Sorry, go on.
Every day I forget he won a Grand Prix.
Fair enough.
You just
Right,
watch him out
okay.
on track and you forget it.
Let's go for the next one then. So, this is the second quote of 3. I am an extremist, so I am either hated or loved. I think it's down to when I first got into Formula One, not always knowing what I was saying things that mean one thing, but people were taking it the other way, and then people don't forget. I'll repeat it again. I'm an extremist, so I'm either hated or loved. I think it's down to when I first got into Formula One, not always knowing what I was saying things that mean one thing, but people were taking it the other way, and then people don't forget. So who has said things in the career that might be a bit controversial?
Yeah.
Anybody hazard a guess?
Not particularly.
No, I can't think of anyone controversial really that would admit that they were controversial.
Well, I can only think of Bernie Ecclestone so far. Because he's the only person I can think of who said controversial things.
No, it's not him. Don't worry. I'll drop it down to 2 points then. It's a driver who's currently in Formula One.
Ooh.
And yeah, I think that's all I'll give because that leaves a few options for me.
Well, yeah.
He's on James's profile picture on Skype.
Oh, yeah, that's a clue.
There's like 10 on there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
precisely.
quite a lot.
Do we have it, James?
No. I think I might be miles off here, but is it Max Verstappen?
No, it's not.
Hmm.
So you've got it wrong. Nathan, hazard a guess for me.
Romain Grosjean?
No. I think you'll be quite. I think you'll think
someone more
it's
well-known, I
interesting.
reckon.
Somebody more well known, yes, definitely. He won a world title yesterday.
Oh, Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah, that was Lewis Hamilton that said that. So on to the last quote. None of you have got any points. Well, this isn't a good round for you
I
guys.
didn't think I was going to be good at the anagrams or quotes.
So the last question of the day is number 3. Desire is the key to motivation, but it's determination and commitment to an unrelenting pursuit of your goal, a commitment to excellence that will enable you to attain the success that you seek. Desire is the key to motivation, but it's determination and commitment to an unrelenting pursuit of your goal, a commitment to excellence that will enable you to attain the success that you seek. This is quite a tough one. If you haven't got the previous two, I don't think you've got a prayer with this one.
That's always good to hear.
I suppose it's someone you wouldn't really expect. I was quite shocked when I heard it was this chap, but I don't know. It could be someone that you don't expect. I could just be playing games. I don't think you're going to get this one, so let me think of some clues for this one.
I've got one name in my head, but I'm sure it's wrong.
Okay, I'll give you 2 points for this one. This chap's fairly old.
Oh.
He's a world champion,
Mm.
and he's one of the most successful of his nationality in the history of F1.
Oh.
Obviously, he's retired because he's quite old. And his F1 career spanned for 14 years. Had to think of my years there. And he raced for 6 teams, had 12 wins in his career,
No. Not
180 career points.
I think I've narrowed it down to a few, but yeah.
Okay, let's see your answer then.
14
Hang on, give me
years.
14 years, yeah.
14 is 6 teams. Did you say?
Yeah.
This is going to be a not very strong nation then.
In terms of Formula One.
Yeah. Oh.
I think I've got it between one of 2. So do you want me to send it to you?
Yeah, send both. And
Send both.
yeah, and
I'll send you.
if one,
I'll send you. Well, I'll send you the one I'm more confident on first.
Okay, but that's
And
your
then-
final answer.
Yeah, sure.
You're right, Dave. Well done.
Really? Oh, well, I'll send you the other one I was going to go for anyway.
Oh, that's the one you were going to go for. Oh, I don't know. There's been, well,
Well,
if you count his nation, if you count the whole nation. James, any ideas? Just let Nathan catch back up.
Yeah.
Right, Nathan, who is it for
I've got
2
a vague
points?
clue, but I can't.
Mario Andretti.
There we go.
Ah.
That is the last question of the game. Quite an anticlimactic one, really. But, oh well. Well, James won in the end, but Nathan did close in on the end. Well, it was quite an interesting game. The pitch around, really, the whole quiz for Nathan didn't go well. Not great for James either, but James is the victorious in this one, and Nathan comes saying, so I'd like to thank you both so much for doing this. Really enjoyed doing this with you. If any of you want to be in the next episode, make sure to let me know in the comments when I do it next year. Anyway.
And don't do it if you're not good at anagrams.
No,
All
that's
pictures.
good. That's a good point. If you're not, to be fair, if you're better than these, that'd be nice. Anyway,
Should be pretty easy.
Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for watching. It's been quite a long one. I hope you've enjoyed this anyway. Make sure to leave a like, spam the like button, and I will see you guys later. So I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.